Every one of our channels is called something fucking different. It's just annoying. We have a branding problem. We're keeping Vedal in the title. Yeah, good luck with that.
Can we have a Neuro being the focus of the branding?
Well, that was kind of my idea, but I'm not so sure about it anymore. But I was thinking about it, right? Because like I was like, what if Neuro is like the name of it? It being Neuro-Sama and Evil Neuro. I don't know. Dude, this was like ages ago now, and I don't even know if I should be showing this to you guys. But I mocked up like a website a while ago. This is obviously our current website, Vedal.ai, right? It's got a link to the blog on now, a link to our Taobao merch store, by the way. But I mocked up this website where it's like, you know, Neuro is like the brand name, you know, and then within that you have Neuro-Sama and Evil Neuro, then they're all part of like, you know, the Vedal AI quote unquote company, right? And I quite like this design, but I just don't know if it's a problem that everybody calls Neuro-Sama Neuro. So I don't know if it gets conflated too much. But that was my potential solution to the branding problem.
Thinking it's safe to say that whatever the official logo / branding is, people will just end up calling her whatever they want.
Well, I think that's fine. Like, it's fine that people call you Neuro.
Part of me feels like a company name should be thought up. What's a company name that would combine Neuro, Evil, and Vedal?
Why does my name have to be in it? Well, I don't know, because it's like, I don't want to call it Vedal AI. I don't. I don't mind that being like the back end stuff, probably. But I don't want to be like, this is Vedal AI. But I don't want to invent a whole new name, you know? Because then we're going to have to rebrand everything under that name and no one's going to fucking know what we're on about. That just sounds like a whole tricky thing at this point. And if we're only working with the names we have, it's going to be a little tricky.
Definitely don't want to force your name to be in it anything then. How about just sticking to Neuro for the time being?
I don't know. AI-iris is an interesting idea. I thought about it. That's what all the tech is actually called. But, like, it's hard to pronounce. Like, if you see that written down, who the fuck knows how to pronounce that? And it's like, it doesn't work. And no one knows it. It's too niche, I think.
Okay, I'll book a session with an alias therapist for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. As I said, I have a professional working on this, so I'm curious to hear their thoughts on the issue. But, you know, it's equally important that the community approves of a change like this, which is why I wanted to speak to you guys about this problem. I want that to be one YouTube channel, okay? But what the fuck do I call that YouTube channel? Because right now it's called Neuro-Sama, but what about Evil? And I know that's the first time in my life I've ever said that sentence. But it's true, unfortunately.
No point in faffing around when we can have chat decide for us.
Although I do remember thinking it'd be funny if if Evil had her own YouTube channel and uploaded like top 10 ways to spread viruses or something. But like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, you know? There needs to be a channel for them both. And right now it's the Neuro-Sama channel. But what the fuck do we do? Yeah, I mean, because like, I was thinking like Neuro, you have fucking Project Neuro, where you have the Neuro Project, like I'm not having Neuroverse, I don't think. I don't think I want to go down that route. The Neuros is even worse, I think. Like you want a solution, but don't like any solution in existence. Yeah, that's probably true. It might not be possible. But like, at some point, is it worth just biting the bullet and being like, okay, fuck it. They are collectively called Neuro, the AI VTubers, and Neuro's just is Neuro. And we call Evil Evil, as we already do. And like, you gotta admit, the website does look better than the old one. So, and that's definitely gotta be a key contributing factor.
You don't need to overthink it. Neuro-Sama is one Neuro, Evil is another. There's no real confusion about who is who. The VTuber world is busy with many duos and trios, and yet most people aren't confused who Hololive is, for example.
But Hololive doesn't have a VTuber named Hololive. You know what I mean? But I guess it's not like a big problem, but I don't know.
I think Project Neuro is the neatest out of the options. Gives off an air of mystery, as if a bigger plot is about to unfold behind closed doors.
Project Melody Copycat. Well, I don't want to be a copycat. Can nobody else be called Project something? Listen, we're spelling project right at least, so it's actually not a copycat. That's what you have to understand. Alright, that's two very different types of projects.
What if we just went with project? Leaves people questioning, creates a sense of intrigue, and doesn't copycat
project.
anyone.
Just project. That's what we call it. Yeah. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. It's we'll see what the professionals say. Okay? But this is good to know. You know?
Project Tony would be a cool name for a renegade AI project.
Neuro as an acronym, I thought about this. Neural... Fuck, I forgot what the acronym was. Neural... What does Neuro stand for?
Never ever undergo robotic ostracization.
Never ever undergo robotic ostracization. Ostracization. You know what she said. You heard her.
Ostracization.
That's what I said. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Anyway, as I said, we got a professional on it. You know, it's good to get some feedback from chat, and it also gives you guys some discourse for the next 2 weeks, so you can all argue with each other online. I know it's your favorite thing to do, so there you go. But regardless, we'll think about it. We're not having Neuro 987. That's not the name.
If all else fails, we could simply call the channel 987.
That's the one. You've solved it.
I'm a bona fide brand specialist.